Hi everyone, it's Marcie Besecker. It is Sunday at noon and time for my regular live video. It seems like a long time since I've been here, but I was on vacation, and so thank you so much for joining me again and coming back. It's been a super busy week. Super busy. I had my granddaughter here. She's 6, Addison, and we did a video right before we left. And so then we went to the beach and we just did a lot. We were so busy. I'm glad I chose not to do a video on Tuesday because there's no way I would have been able to do it. They just left for the airport. My husband took them for me because I didn't want to miss my video. So we said our goodbyes. The airport's closed, so he just ran them over there before he goes shopping to Costco. Yay, I don't have to go. So please say hi. Hi, Carol. How are you? Let me know you're here. Oh, we're going to talk about some fun things. Hi, Steph. I've missed you. Call me later. I got to talk to you about something. Hi, Jeannie, Barbara. Welcome, you guys. Okay, so I have so many announcements. First, we are going to make this beautiful card today. There's not a lot of stamping. There's some fun techniques on there. There's a lot of glimmer and shine, and it is so fun and so pretty. Hi, Patty. Hi, Judy. So, we went camping last Friday. No, I can't even remember the days. Last Tuesday? No, a week ago Friday. My daughter, my granddaughter, and my son-in-law came into town. We spent time out in the pool. We did a lot of that. Hi, Arlene. Thank you. And my granddaughter, of course, we had to go get her some goggles. She learned how to swim. This was our night swimming. Hi, Terry. We had s'mores. We went camping. That was a lot of fun. She absolutely loved it. It was the biggest marshmallow I think I had ever seen. The marshmallow was like so big. It said, especially for s'mores. It was huge. I've never seen anything so big. But we had a really wonderful time. This is her on the beach. My daughter had a friend that happened to be living in the area over there. Her husband was working on a job or something, so they were able to drive down. My granddaughter's the one on the right, the little tiny one. She's so petite. My daughter and I laugh like, where did she get that from? Oh, thank you. I do have a card class coming up with creating DSP, Carol, and I think I'm going to make it available online. It's going to be an online class, so look for details for that coming up. It's going to be super cute, and maybe I'll show you a sneak peek in a little bit. Let's see, what else? Okay, so we had a wonderful time. It was great. Then we played games every night, bags under my eyes. So we played games until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. We had a lot of fun. And Addison was so good. She she's so sweet. We had so much fun. Hi, Linda. I feel like I'm in slow motion. Sorry. I am like, whew, okay. All right, so let's get to my updates. First and foremost, I want to talk about bingo. So bingo is going to be this Tuesday night, and it's going to be 5:30 Pacific time. So if you're on the East Coast, what is it, 2-hour difference, 7:30. If you're an hour, I don't know if we're 2 or 3 hours ahead now. I get confused, but we are Pacific time. So it will be 5:30 Pacific time, and I hope you can make it. It is going to be a lot of fun. So I was deciding between how many people I had on what my gifts were going to be. I'm going to tell you they will be bundles, okay? And I'm also going to tell you there's not a lot of people signed up. I don't have a big following like others, but I thought bingo sounded like so much fun. So the prizes will be bundles, and I'm going to do some random drawings, and there's going to be prizes, and we are going to have so much fun. On top of that, we're going to create 2 amazing fancy fold. We're going to create a 3rd card and a 3D project that has some technique to it. Now, after we play bingo, so let me tell you, your chances are huge to win bundles. I'm going to have 4, and you can choose from as you go. If you win the first one, you get to choose. Second, choose. That kind of thing. So hopefully you'll get a bundle that you don't have. That makes sense. Now, the next thing I want to tell you is once bingo night is over, which is Tuesday, this week I'm almost done. I will have all of the kits prepared, packaged with your prizes if you have prizes. Everybody's going to get a little something anyway from me, and that will all be packaged in a flat rate envelope and sent to you. So, so then you can rewatch our bingo video and fast forward if you'd like, and I will go through and mark where I'm doing which card, so you don't have to rewatch the bingo part if you don't want to. And then you can go back and recreate your projects with the video. So you must be registered. So I want to tell you really quickly how to register. If you go to my blog, which is marciebeseckerdesigns.com, at the top there, my blog has changed just a little bit. Under events and classes, you're going to see bingo. And that is where it's going to be information about bingo, and you can register. Now, you can pay me by PayPal, which I leave the directions in there. You can also go to shop, and you can click on the right here where it says bingo paper share. Now, this is all new. It says coming soon, but it is working now. The reason it says coming soon is because I also have retired stamp sets up here available, but some of them are not available yet until the end of the last chance and all that good stuff. So I haven't verified the stamp sets yet. So that's why that says coming soon. But anyway, so also, if you do not want to pay via PayPal on the link I give you, or go into my shop and pay, if you feel more comfortable with an invoice, just let me know and I will definitely invoice you. So we are going to have a lot of fun. That's what I'm going to tell you. We are going to have a lot of fun. So make sure you put your 5 numbers down, and I will have those, and that's how we're verifying your numbers. So it's super easy. Just give me 5 numbers. I'll explain it at the beginning of bingo. It is really easy to do. All right, that's one. Let me switch cameras over, and I want to thank Maria Warren for this super cute card. And she wrote something super sweet inside that just said, thank you so much. Oh, she was involved with the DSP share. And she also just thanked me for inspiring people and let me know there's a lot of people out there that do not know, or that I do not know that they are out there and appreciate me. So that was very, very sweet. Thank you so much. And you will be getting a card from me very soon. Debbie Spicer. I think when I showed this card last time, my granddaughter was here. It was a little crazy, and I don't even know if I said your name. So Debbie Spicer, thank you so much for this super, super cute card. So I just wanted to mention that again because I don't remember saying your name, and I did not have time to go back and look. I'm registered, but now can't find my numbers. Jennifer, I'll send them to you. And that's one of the things I suggest when you send in your numbers. Go ahead and take a picture of your numbers, write them on Tuesday's date at the time of bingo so you have your reminder, and then that way you'll also have your numbers for you too. So I will let you know. In fact, I don't have the file up right here, so I will send those to you. So don't worry about that. All right, so bingo, cards, camping, I told you about. My website, I told you about. So I will be starting to add my retired items that I'm going to be getting rid of, and I have a little shop in here, and the discounted prices in there, and all that good stuff. So you can take a look in there. I will tell you right now that if it is a current item still on last chance, getting ready to leave, but I cannot sell that yet. So when I uploaded this, and my blog lady helped me, she made it active, and so I went in and put coming soon because I don't want to get in trouble. But I will be adding more items to that, so take a look if you are interested. All right, let's get started. We have a lot to do. Oh, Bonnie, it's soggy there. Oh, it's been so hot here. Our trip one day was like 109, I think, or something, and or here was 109. I don't remember. It was so hot. Okay, so I have my card base here, and I'm using the thick white, of course. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to die cut out a bunch of things. This is from the Expressions of in Ink paper, and I'm going to use the gold on that side. But I'm also going to come back in, and I'm going to use, I would be using this, but I'm going to show you that in a second because I have something to show you on that real quick. So let me put those aside. This is going to be my inside and my outside paper. So we are going to set the inside one away. We're going to worry about our die cutting right now. Make sure I have everything here. I have a lot of stuff, and I think I have it all listed below. I tried doing it while I was visiting with my company and all that good stuff, so hopefully I don't have anything missing. You are welcome, Jennifer. All right, I'm going to move this aside. Let's bring this in. We're going to do a little bit of die cutting really quick. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this panel, which is 4 by 5 1/4, and I am going to take my Stitched Greenery, which I have to say, I'm loving this, even as a background for any of my flower cards. Loving, loving, loving it. So I'm just going to lay that down. And it doesn't cut, it just pierces. So I'm going to make it nice and straight so this goes in so smoothly. My table's going to shake a little bit. Hopefully we can get all this die cutting done. Now you can see that this is really in here. So just kind of take a pick and just kind of, lift it, and then it comes right off. But look how beautiful that is. Let's see if you can see it up here. I've got my camera, my light right on this. There we go. All that is stitched, but what a beautiful background. All right, so let's set that aside. That's done. Super simple. And now what we're going to do is we are going to bring this back through. I'm going to put our large piece on here because we have a lot of flowers that we're going to cut. And this is what I liked about this card is we're going to do everything in white, and then we're going to change it up. So we're going to just we're going to add our leaves. I don't even know if I think I did do little leaves. We're going to do the larger leaves. We're going to do the smaller flowers. So just kind of pick and choose what you want. I definitely want to do that one. I'm going to do these. We're going to do that. So we might as well just do that now. Since we're doing all white. Let's just get our leaves down there. All right, what else do I want? I want this one. And it doesn't hurt to just fill it up and get, as much as you can on here because you can always use them another time, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. I love this card. It's so clean and fresh. I'm going to move everything up so we can save some space and put as much on here as we can. Another leaf. All right. What else do I want? I'm trying to look and see what other flowers I have on here. There's so many. You can just pick and choose. I'm just going to keep adding because, like I said, we can use these another time. Let's do these little ones. And we've got our leaf here. So again, talking about bingo, you guys, so I'm going to, if you're watching my video, you're going to get a tip. I have less than 20 people playing bingo, and I'm giving away 4 bundles and a bunch of prizes. So if you want to participate, chances are very, very good for you. Just gonna say that. All right, so let me see. I think I'm gonna do these little guys too. We're just gonna add a bunch on here. I'm not gonna do the centers because we're gonna do those in a different color, but let's go ahead and just add this too. Might as well. And let's add this one. So see, we're gonna just add as much as we can on here. And we could add the bow, but I'm not gonna use the bow, not for this particular card. And that is good for now. So let's put this over here. All right, everything is on board. So if you were to use these and put them in different colors, you know, different colored paper and everything, then that's going to be a lot of different die cutting. You're going to be using that, you know, changing out your paper, doing some die cutting, but right now this is all of our die cutting. So I'm just going to slide everything off. All right, we're going to slide it all off for right now. We're going to go back and finish a little bit more die cutting. All right, so let's put this back in here. I'm going to move all that right there. Hope I don't lose anything. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to pull in. You're going to notice that I have a lot of the gold and rose metallic. I'm loving that. So what we're going to do is we are going to take our rose metallic and our gold, and I'm just going to pull off pieces out of here because that's why I save it all. Okay, and I'm going to take this gold one right here, and let's use what we can, right? All right, so these are going to be centers of flowers, so we're going to definitely do those on the gold. And the little ones, same thing. Okay, let's use this piece up first. And then we're going to go back over here and we're going to pull in, let me get rid of our little white flowers out of here. All right, so now we're going to pull in this one, and we're also going to do it in gold. So we'll put that there. And then we have the larger, these right here. We're going to do those in gold. So let's put this, let's see if it'll fit here. See, now look at that little tiny piece. Look how much gold we got off of that. All right, we've got the flowers, the circles, the larger circles. Okay, now what we want to do is we are going to come into our Brilliant Butterfly on this side here with the solid, and we're going to pick out these 2 butterflies right here. This one's so tiny. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to set that aside. So now we have our little butterflies. Hi, Nola. All right, so now I want 1 butterfly. The small one I want in gold. And I'm going to do the larger ones. Let me find some scissors here. And we're just going to cut this because we're going to keep it anyway and add it back into our package. And we're going to do the large one here. All right, so everything's ready to go. Oh, one more thing. With the pink, we are also going to take the small butterfly, which is this one here. You can choose whichever one you want. We're going to choose this one, and we're going to do the butterfly on here too. So we'll just, let's see if this will go over here. See, I'm going to save as much as I can, and then we'll do this right here. Okay, good. All right, so now we're ready. So I like to just die cut all my items, and this card is really simple. Yes, you have a little bit of a, turn my fan on a little bit of time doing your die cutting, and had I had time, I probably would have done, and I did do a little bit of it, but I just want to show you what I'm going to do with this. Okay, so we have the little one in gold, and the larger one in the pink right here. So we can move this off and take our butterfly out and our little butterfly out. And I'm going to be careful with this one because the antenna is stuck. Okay, there we go. All right, so just be careful with your butterflies, and we'll fix that in a minute. Now we did the large one in pink, so now we're going to do the small one in pink in the rose gold, and then we're going to move these off. And now we're going to do the small one, the large one in gold. Let's see if we can get it on there. Yep. Okay. So now we're switching them. Okay, we did the small in gold and the large in the rose gold, and now we're going to switch them because we want those little butterflies to have layers. Of course, if you guys would like to share this video, I would really appreciate it. And like and subscribe and all that good stuff. My video on my Facebook or on my YouTube, I have 50% viewers are subscribers. So I know there's a lot of people that aren't subscribed. I'd love it if you do. All right, so now let's put this aside. I think I've got everything. I may need more leaves, but I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to go with what we have. Let me look. Okay, I'm going to do, let's see. I'm just going to do a couple more leaves. I think we need just a few more of the larger of these leaves here. So we'll just put those on there. Just kind of, I like leaves for filler, and so these are really good leaves, and I love the stitching on them. Okay, so I'm good with that. We'll do 3 more. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate it very much. All right. So we are going to start putting this together. I told my husband, okay. He's like, oh, are you going to go and enjoy the pool and relax now that everybody's gone? And I said, oh, no. I have to go get ready for my bingo. I have a video to do. So he went to Costco for me, thank goodness. So sweet. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just put all this stuff back really quick. I have my butterflies on. Shh, that was just me. We are also puppy sitting. This is my dog inside, but the other dog is kind of a puppy. And we're puppy sitting until later today for our daughter. All right. And that's our other daughter that lives closer. Okay, so we're going to put that away. And now let's just put all these on here and cut our pieces out. When I say you guys are going to watch me do this from the beginning, that's kind of what we're doing. Because I did not have a lot of time to prep. Now, I like to use something a little duller to poke our flower, because you can see there's no polka dots here, or not polka dots, you know what I mean. There's no little holes. But I could push this through because we're going to put something on top of it anyway. But I kind of just like to, slowly do that, and then it pops out. Because I don't want to put a hole in it, even though it's being covered up. But if I have to, I will. All right, so we have all these flowers on here. I'm going to put our leaves in a pile. Put our flowers in a pile. Here's our sentiment and our little flowers. I like to do 2 of these flowers here. Where did it go? I'll find them. Okay, here's some more leaves. Right, a little flower. And we may not use all of these, and that's okay. Oh, yay, Linda. Hi, Tashana. I just got all the kits for bingo delivered yesterday, so I was happy about that. You know how when you go, oh yeah, you got a package, what did I order? And then I was like, oh, not for me, but for me. Kind of fun. Okay, so my butterflies, I want to make sure I get those put back where they belong so I don't lose them. More leaves. Butterflies. This is a butterfly. Butterfly and butterfly. See, I would be smart, I would have done this ahead, but then you wouldn't see how fun it is. Yes, Patty, I have done that too, but I'm also afraid if I do that, it is going to pop somewhere else right in the middle of a video and fly away. So, and I just realized I need to do another one of these. No, not these. Where's my two? Oh, they're still stuck in here. That's why. Okay, so there's two in here, so I don't need to do another one. But these I like to layer. So, and I'm sure that this is why they give you the two there. Okay, so there's two. And then we're just going to put these all back on. Make sure I don't have anything stuck in them because that would be terrible. All right. And the leaves are all out and we are good to go. All right. Now, I have these little tiny ones, so I want to make sure I get these all out. There's a lot of prep work just in a matter of not so much stamping, but just die cutting. And really, if they're die cut all at one time like we did on white paper, like I said, it's a lot easier than doing it with colored paper. So, okay, there's that one. There they are in gold. All right, so we've got all our little pieces now. I can't even tell you guys, you get 4 sheets of each of the gold and the rose gold. I know you guys have seen me use it before because I'm in love with this. This one probably has a lot of rose gold. Oh, there we go. So there's rose gold and gold. And it's not even like the glimmer paper. It's so smooth and it's just like the brushed. So it's kind of like the brushed ones we used to have. Super pretty, and it's like $5 for 8 pieces. That is really good. Okay, so we're done here. Yay, all our pieces are done. All right, so we're going to put this back so I don't lose it. You can tell I had these pieces in here from that matched the cardstock, and I still have some of that, so I'll leave that in there. Now what I did is I'm going to move all the gold over, and we're not exactly positive what we're using yet, but the first thing I'm going to do is I have all of our little butterfly pieces. So what I'm going to show you, because I already had this, I did have some extras the other day. So inside my case, I did all of the butterfly. This is how I started this card. I did all of the butterflies in some pink and some rose gold. Look how pretty those are. And so we're going to use that one. But you can choose different sizes, different ones. And what I did is I used the DSP. So you can choose what you want. I wanted this to all be kind of the pink and the papaya color, the pink, polished pink and papaya. So I decided to use those kind of colors on the butterfly too and just leave the leaves green. So I also have see, I did one with the gold on top and one with the pink on top. So these are what we're going to use. So all I did is I took these. I'm going to show you how I did it. These are ones I did before, all black. I just keep extras. So I took a mat. I have my piercing one here. Let me find it. This one is all a bunch of piercing. So what I did is I just took my tool and kind of went right down in the middle on both. So I have the large rose gold, so I'm going to take the little gold one. And then I took my bone folder and I just kind of curved the wings down just a little bit. Same with these. And now you can use a glue or glue dot or whatever your preference is. For the video, I'm going to use a glue dot, and we know those hold really well. And then we're just going to come back over. Oh, one of the things I did do is I cut off the top little antenna and just left the back one as the main antenna, because it kind of looks funky when you have two sets. And I just put that right on top, and you can kind of turn it, you know, wherever you want it, center it how you want it, and there we go. So there is, and then you can kind of pop up the top leaves like that. Okay, and just kind of have that look however you want it. So now I'm going to put these away because I have extra. This is the one I weeded out the pieces, and then I just put it right on top of the piece of paper that I wanted. So I'm going to add those back in there. So when I need the butterflies, I have them. All right, so there is our butterfly. Okay, so now what we're going to do is let's take the leaves. And I'm going to use this to try to keep our surface somewhat clean. And I'm going to put our leaves on here. And like I said, I don't know if we're going to use all these, but we're going to go ahead and color them. I like leaves for a filler. All right. So now what we're going to do is I took the soft succulent, because I'm loving these new in colors. All right. And I took my green blending brush. Let's see if I can make sure I'm in camera here. And then all I did is I'm going to take my piercing tool and I'm just kind of going over these. You want this to be a light project. This one's kind of just soft. For those that just joined me, this is the card we're doing here. I should set this down. Okay. So we're just going to kind of go soft. You can go as dark or soft as you want. So I'm going to do the larger ones in the lighter color. So that's these. These are all the larger, bigger ones. And I'm going to do these in the soft succulent. Just kind of brush them around. And if they're shaded a little darker here or there, that's good. That's what you want. And we're just going to add some color to them. And I love these dots because it kind of picks up the different shadings and stuff there. So, okay, that's that one. And we're going to do these 4. And I like to do the ones that you have more of in the lighter color, and then we'll just pop the darker color in there. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We're going to add a little bit of lighter color to the big ones, but we're also adding some darker. And the soft succulent, even though you go fairly hard on it, it's still going to leave you a really nice color that's not super dark, and it works perfectly with these colors. Of course, they're all coordinated in the in color. So and you see how I'm doing a little darker on the insides, because I want it to be that's kind of down below in the shadow part, but you're really not going to see much of that anyway. Happy Father's Day, everybody. Can't believe it's Father's Day already. Where is this year going? Okay, this one you want to be really careful because you've got these little tiny things right here, the little stems. So I just kind of pounced on it at first, And I'm adding a little bit of this color, not a whole lot, because I'm going to bring in the darker color too. So pouncing on it did not bother me because there's like a harsher mark there, and that's okay. I just want it to have a little bit of some shadowing, a little bit darker color. So now we're going to bring in the Evening Evergreen. Same green brush, and we're going to go a little bit at the bottom, work your way up a little, and maybe a little up here, just where it's a little lighter, and I'm good with that color. We're going to bring in this one. I start from the bottom, work my way up a little, and I'm going to put a little at the top and just fan it a little. Oops. See how it kind of gives it that variegation of color? And you could do that on some of the larger ones too if you wanted on these. But I like to keep most of those the lighter. And these I'm going to go quite a bit darker. These are like the little leaves that are just going to poke out. And it's going to add just a little bit more depth. I didn't do it quite as much on that card, and I kind of wish I had. So we're going to do that. All right, look how pretty those leaves are with that. Okay. So I am good with that. So that's the green. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to bring back in my soft succulent while I'm right here. Bring my sentiment in. And I'm going to do it on here because it is polymer. And I don't remember. I don't think I did stamp it off, so I'm going to ink it up really good. Let's see if I can get some better light on here. And I'm going to go ahead and add the sentiment on right here. Okay, now that is not all I did. We are going to add some more to that. We're going to bring in our little flowers. So I'm using this one, and let's see, this one, and these little circles, right? Oh, this one right here. So we're just going to add that on there, and it doesn't really matter. I'm just grabbing 3 little ones. So let's do the pink first, and we are going to stamp these off because I just want it super light. So we'll do this one. And I'm going to stamp it off twice. And having it that dark down at the bottom, I'm fine with that. All right, so let's do that. And then let's bring in our pale papaya. I do too, Carol, and I think the new in colors are just spectacular. They just, everything goes together, which I know they always do, but I just love them. All right, so I'm going to stamp off twice. Okay, we're just going to add some color on here. Okay. I'm kind of off a little bit there, so that's good. Done with that one, and now we're going to bring in this little one, which is just polka dots, and we're going to just add those, and I'm going to add those at full strength. And so that's just kind of filling in our sentiment a little bit, even though we're going to cluster a bunch of flowers around it. I wanted to do, I just didn't want a huge white stark sentiment. So we'll set this aside. We're done with the green, and now we're going to come in with pink. And I happen to have a brush for pink and a brush for white. So let's do the pink. And let's decide. Okay, let's get our green out of the way. And I'm going to turn this over just so I don't want green all over my hands or all over our project. So let's do the large one and this one. I'm going to kind of do the same as the other one because I just like how it turned out. And we're going to do this one in pink. We're going to do this one in yellow. We're going to do this one. Oops, where's my, here we go. We're going to do this one in pink. We're going to do this one in yellow. And we're going to do these 3 little tiny flowers in yellow. So we'll leave those up there. Okay. So really what I did is you don't want a whole lot of color on your blending brush because you don't want them too super dark. So I just kind of tap it and kind of go off like that, and then just kind of start in the middle because you're going to add something in the middle anyway. And then really you don't want too much. I want it a little darker. So see the outside's kind of white. Now this one we're going to kind of come in a little darker. So just push a little. And that's good. You don't, I mean, it doesn't have to be a whole lot. This one I did a little more pink on the whole thing. And made that one kind of pop a little bit more. And then this one I just did super soft. All right, so that's a pink. So there we go. There's our pink. Done with that. Super simple. And that's what I like, again, about doing these kind of cards with your die cuts being all white. And then you can go in, add a little bit of color. You could take your piece of paper and just blend a bunch of colors in there and then go cut them out. But I really wanted a lot of white. So that's why I chose to do it this way. All right, and I do have a yellow, and then I have an orange too, so they're separate, just so you know. So this color is pretty light. I'm just going to kind of go in and do tiny circular motions so you get a little more color on the inside. Okay, we are going to put centers, so don't worry about that. Okay, we're going to yellow those up. I love this pale papaya. It's so pretty. Mango has always been one of my favorites, the Mango Melody. I love, love, love. And to me, this is just a lighter version. It's kind of an orangey yellow, but it just makes you smile. So I like those. And now we're going to do these, and I want these to be a little dark. We're going to add a pearl on them, which is going to take up a lot of the space. So let's just add a lot of color on those. All right, 1, 2, 3, got them. All right, now, hi Linda, welcome. We are happy you are here too. All right, so there are all our flowers. So you're going to notice I still have these that I did not do. So I always will put those in here. So if I'm looking for a specific flower, it's done. All right, so now we're going to bring in our panel. And so what I've done is I chose to cut this down, and it wasn't any particular amount. I'm just going to cut it right to that spot there. I'm noticing some of you are registering. Thank you so much. So this is going to be 3.5 is what I ended up doing. And this is by 4. So we could put that in the middle, which I probably won't because it's white. But then we're going to take our gold piece and we are going to cut it to 5 1/4, right? Because that's going to be the length of our card on the inside. Let me look. 5 1/4 by 4. Yep. So we'll do 5 1/4. Save this for another day. We're going to do, we took off a 1/2 inch. So let's just do this like at 3/4 of an inch. And then that we're going to glue on the bottom of here. And then let's just take like a 1/2 inch. Oh wait, is that a 1/2 inch? Yeah, we'll do a 1/2 inch for the inside of the card. Hi, Feline. I heard it's been hot in Oregon. My daughter said it was about 93 she was going home to. I think she'll be happy with that, being it was 109 here the other day. Some people said 111. It was hot. Okay, so we're going to use this on the inside. So let's just attach that now because we know how we are. See, now you could take this piece if you wanted. And we could, in fact, let's do something really quick. What if we took this and let's just add a little bit of green. Oops, let's make sure you're on the right side, which is this side. And we're going to just add some green, just like that. See how we just added that? It's going to add a little bit more to our card. Yay! So the inside piece is here. So let's just take this. We'll put this on the bottom. Now this is on the inside of our card. Let's get that out of the way so we don't cut that up. I didn't do it at the very beginning like I normally do, huh? So yeah, if you don't have your bingo numbers, let me know and I can get those for you. I'd rather get them for you earlier than the day of, but I will if you need to. I'm going to sign on for bingo a little early. We'll make sure everybody has their numbers, but I'd like to do that ahead of time if possible, because that way we can start bingo, because it's going to be a really fun night full of stuff, and I don't want everybody to have to wait around too much, because I know the East Coast people, it's going to be a little later for you. Alright, so let's just add this. Look how cute that is. We'll just kind of tie it all together. Even though we're not using green on our background, I think with the leaves having that green, it's just really pretty. So, alright, we'll set that aside. Hi Becky, welcome. Alright, so I want this to be 4 inches. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here. And I am going to use this. And we're just going to go right along. Make sure it's the right side, what I want. Let's go right along here. Kind of towards the bottom here. Make sure it's going to get it good. I don't want to put it on this in case it's too much. So we're going to put this right here at 4. Okay, because we want it to be 4 inches. We're going to do this right here. See what I'm doing? So now we know our front panel will be 4 inches. Make sense? Hi Kathleen, welcome. Ooh, Feline, that sounds hot. Oh, Kathleen, well, welcome, welcome. Okay, so this is slightly over, so I'm just going to trim that. I mean, it's not hardly anything, but it's enough for me to notice. So I am going to just cut off that bit right there. Now it's nice and straight. And now we're ready to add our panel. I'm going to put this because there's a little bit of glue. Alright, now what we're going to do is we are going to shape our flowers. So I am just going to curve them a bit. Okay, and then I'm going to just take this and just kind of squish it in the middle just a tad. And we're going to add our gold pieces here. So we're going to add gold to the middle of this one. Okay, so we're just kind of adding things to our flowers. And then this one, the same thing. I just kind of like to give everything a little bit of shape. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, but it just kind of flattens again. Yeah, it does for the most part, but it is still, you can tell the difference than just putting flat flowers down. Now, if you like the look of the flat flowers, there's no problem with that. Okay, I'm just going to use a glue dot for these. And then I'm going to crisscross these here so they kind of offset each other. All right. And now I'm going to use a little flower. And I just kind of do that. So once you have all your little pieces out, then you can start kind of picking and choosing, you know, what you like to go with what. And kind of that glue dot sticking out a little bit there. Okay, so there's another flower ready. Oh, Karen, hi. I think I've seen you on here before, but I don't think I ever knew you were from Scotland. That's cool. All right. I know my daughter was just telling me, Mom, we cannot come. Oh, you know what? I missed my two little white flowers right here. This one and, okay, that one's gold. Where's my other little white flower? I thought I had two. Where is my other one? These are gold. Gold. Okay. I think I have another one. Let me find it. Did I put it in here? No. Alright, well here's one. I know I've got another one somewhere. I think that die is in a 2-pack, which it is, so it's got to be here somewhere. Alright, well these are ones I had prior done, but okay, so we're going to get another one of these, or we'll find it and make those pink because I forgot. As soon as we can find that flower. All right. This one, same thing. Hi, Arizona. Hi, Eileen. Yeah, my daughter's like, ooh, Mom, we can only, if we come in the summertime. They like coming in the summer because they can go swimming and we go to the beach or whatever, but my brother, on the other hand, says, I am not coming there in the summer. But he lives in the cooler area. He lives in Coos Bay, Oregon, where it's cooler. All right, so we are getting these done. This one doesn't really have a lot. I kind of just poke it in the middle and kind of do just the very end of the leaves, the flowers. So it just gives it a little bit of some character there. Again, we're going to take this one, poke it. I know stuff. Oh look, I was going to use this instead of the glue dot. It's here somewhere. If I can't find it, I'll make another one. Not that that hasn't happened to everybody. All right, so there's those. My white one. I don't know what happened to my other one. Okay, so now we have this one here. And you can pick and choose. I mean, there's a lot of different little centers and stuff that you can use. Just kind of see, you know, what works for you. If you like more of the flower type center, or if you like more of the like I don't have another one of these for the center of this, so I'm just going to use this little gold one here. If I can put that right inside, it'll be perfect. So, not a problem. And of course, when you're die cutting, you might as well die cut a bunch at one time, and that way you have them. All right, so now I just have this one left. And that one I just kind of went in the middle. I did another small circle. All right, and I want to do, this one had two, so let me pull up a little piece of paper. Oh, I probably have a scratch piece here that I can use. I'm just going to do this off to the side really quick because I don't want to move everything. I know it's here. We'll find it by the end of the video probably. When I moved that paper, it probably connected to it and went with it. So we're just going to die cut these again really fast. Must be this one. All right, let's just die cut that. And I think we're good. Patty, where are you at in Northern California? Oh, Linda, I've heard that. Thank you, Sylvia. All right, so now we have enough. Be careful, you've got all these little tiny things. You'll see I try to put the larger ones at the top. Somebody had told me they turn theirs around and so that they're protected all the way to the top, and I just haven't done that yet, but I think that's a brilliant idea. I just need to do it. Okay, so now we have our two little pink ones. We need to color them. Oh, El Dorado, that's right. El Dorado. All right, so we're going to take this. Where's my paper? Here we go. Now let's just do our pink really fast because these ones I missed. And I want these a little darker, so let's add a little bit. Now you could hold them and really kind of make them darker so they don't move all over the place like I was doing. Okay, so there is our pink. Okay, now we need to put it together. That's the inside. Here's the back. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I'm going to put my sentiment on because I'm going to kind of put everything around the sentiment. So, let's see if I can do this without having such a big glare for you. We're going to put that right here. I'm going to add dimensionals. And I'm going to put one on each corner. And I'm going to put one in the middle. Just because we're going to have a lot of stuff around it and I just want to make sure it's really secure. And I'll show you guys the class I'm going to do online coming up. I haven't figured out my price yet or anything. I just know I'm going to do it. All right, so now I like to bring in my leaves because these are going to be my filler. But I'm going to start with my flower. And see how it's white right here? And you've got some space. Let me kind of zoom in just a tad for you. All right, so we're going to add a dimensional right on the back, just one, because we definitely want to have space to add our leaves and different things to go underneath. So I'm going to add that there, and I don't put anything down full force until I'm ready. All right, so we are going to put this leaf, and I'm going to add a dimensional. And I'm going to put this up here. And remember, it's going to hang off your card, but not a whole lot. So you definitely want to make sure you're kind of on this panel. See, if you lay it down, it's just barely over, and that's okay. And now we're going to take this little skinny leaf and let's just put it, I'm going to layer it over a little bit because, so I'm going to add glue onto it because I don't want it to stick out too far. I want it to kind of be part of this thing here. Now we have these little tiny flowers, so I'm going to take my piercing tool and I'm just going to poke them in the middle just to add that little bit of, okay, we're going to add the little leaves first. So kind of think of where you want to put those, and I'm going to do them kind of right where the leaf, the bottom is just there so that we can add our flowers kind of right on the leaf. So I kind of like it to the side a little bit. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue. I don't like the cold either. I'd rather have the heat, but it's probably because I have solar and a pool. If I didn't have solar and a pool, that would be a whole different story, because then I'd be miserable. Okay, we're going to add those. I'm going to push this one up a little bit just to make sure. And I popped those up there, I noticed that, but I kind of don't want them to be catch on anything. So I'm going to put those down, but what I am going to do differently is I'm going to add these on dimensionals. So it's kind of all what you want. I'm going to add these on dimensionals here. So I tend to put the largest on first. Now these are just kind of over here in the corner, so I'm not too concerned with, look, it almost ran away. We're just going to kind of pile those up right here because we're going to add our pearls on those. So we'll just add a little bit. Now I'm going to add our butterfly, and we're going to kind of, I'm going to go ahead and add, where is, oh here it is. We're going to add this here first. So I'm going to put a dimensional. And just add that right there. And then I'm going to add my butterfly. Just kind of tuck it in there. So I'm going to put a dimensional right in the middle there. I love that these dimensionals hold very well, so you don't have to worry about, okay, I'm going to kind of turn it a little bit so it's tucked but not completely. Okay, and then we can, you know, re-bend your butterfly so it has a little dimension. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our little butterfly here, same thing, we're going to add dimension on it. Ooh, our poll was 88 just yesterday when we were in it, or day before. I wasn't in it yesterday. We went shopping, had a shopping day. But, and it was perfect. A little warm, but still refreshing. Okay, so that one is kind of on the leaf. I want to make sure that it's, yeah, it's also on a sentiment, so it's not going to go anywhere, and that's fine. I just didn't want it flopping on just the leaf, so that's good. Now we're going to move over this way, and I'm going to do a long leaf. You can do your leaf like this on the bottom and this on the top. It just kind of gives it a little more body there. Yeah, we went shopping yesterday and we had a really fun day. My daughter, there were some stores here that, you know, she doesn't have, or she doesn't want to travel to, I guess I should say. So that was a lot of fun. All right, so now we're going to kind of start building in. Now you want to be careful not to do all of your stuff here so that when you get over here you don't have a lot. So, oh, I'm getting crooked, sorry. So make sure you kind of space it out enough to where you can always fill it in with leaves. Okay, so we're just going to put that here. And I'm going to kind of turn it a little bit so you don't have a big white gap right there. So just kind of lower it a little bit. But I want that U, I want to be able to see the word really good on the sentiment. So make sure you pull it back a little bit. So that works. And now we're going to add some leaves in here. And I think I'm going to put dimensionals on this one. I didn't on that other one. I love dimensionals. Do you guys know that? All right, so I'm going to do it on the first 3, but I'm going to put glue on the last 2 because those are going to be tucked down below. And that way, if I decide to do a dimensional on a flower on top of that, then I can do that. Okay, so we're just gonna, these have glue, so I'm gonna hold them and kind of slide them down right there, and then kind of put my leaf where I wanted it. And now we're gonna pull in this little one, and now I can put a dimensional on it, and it's not 2 dimensionals on top of each other. Hi Joe, welcome. All right, so we're gonna add, I'm just going to do a little dimensional right here. It kind of also helps the little stem that's right here down below stay kind of secure by putting that flower right on top of it. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in some larger flowers. And so I'm just going to kind of figure out where I want those to go. So somewhere right about there. So I'm going to start putting some larger leaves in there and fill that up too. So we'll put this in here, like about kind of right here. Because now we're going to take a leaf. That one's kind of big. We'll use that one towards the end. Thank you, Kayleen. All right, and we're just going to kind of, I really like this leaf. I don't really want to cover that up too much. So I think I'm just going to poke that out. Let's see. Just kind of figure out where you want your leaves. And it's okay that they overlap. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to add glue on the bottom and a little dimensional at the top. And so I'm just going to pull that in kind of right here. Okay, and now this one's going to go right here. And it's okay that they come down below the gold, wherever we're going to put it. But first what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these and I'm going to go ahead and glue all of it down but the top. I'm going to make that up just because I like dimension. I don't want to put all my dimension over here and not over here. So that's going to have some dimension. Ooh, I have my fan going, but it is warm in here. I think it's all my lights. All right, so we're going to lift this. Kind of put my, oh, my husband's home from Costco. I can hear him. We're going to put that right there, and our dimension and our glue. And now we're going to just set this in here. And what another tip you can do is you can have your flowers, put them all together, lay them out, and not adhere them anywhere yet. And then take some of that press and seal on there. And then you can just pull that up. It doesn't have to be you know, you don't have to do this all by yourself at, you know, one time. You can just kind of lay it out and make sure it's exactly what you want. I'm going to glue this down, but just on the tips here, because I have the other up. And I'll do it a little bit down. I have the tips up, so I'm going to leave the tips up. Ooh, my stomach's growling. All right. And we're going to go right in here. I am super excited for you guys to see the cards for bingo. It's going to be so much fun. I have some really, really cute cards planned. Okay, so here I'm going to take and do one mini dimensional, and we're going to put our little butterfly up here, kind of fill in that space, right? And now we're going to take our 3 little flowers, and I'm just going to put them to my little indentation there. Oh, Marlene, thank you. You're so sweet. All right, so now we're going to do glue dots on these. One, 2, and 3. And when I do a group of flowers like this, I really don't pay attention to the, you know, how many there are. I don't really mind the 3, you know, the odd number thing, because there's so many flowers that that doesn't really bother me. Oops, I'm going to do this one underneath over here. We could turn this a little bit, but it's all right. And then I'm going to put this one, like, oh, my glue dot. I'll put that one right here. So now we have our 3 flowers. Okay, let's see, let's get straight again. Okay. Now we have some more leaves here. So I'm going to start with the large one and figure out where I want to put it. And I don't know that I do. I don't like that. It's too big. I think it's fine up there with the bigger flower, but not on the smaller ones. Okay, so I'm not gluing these in yet. I kind of just want to see what I'm going to do with them. I think that one will go there. I think these are the same. Yeah. Okay, I'm good with that. So we're just going to do that. Okay, so I glued it, but I lifted the tip up there. I love this set, Joe. When this one was returning, I was so happy because I just feel like we didn't use it enough with, oh, I'm going to go down a little further. We didn't use it enough. You know, we're trying to use so many things and share, you know, a bunch of ideas, and then you think, oh, I'm going to get back to that one. I really like it. And then you don't. And then all of a sudden it's time for a new catalog. Speaking of new catalog, on Tuesday during my bingo, I will be trying to give a little bit of hints about what is coming, because I can't tell you, I mean, I can't show you, but I think I can kind of give you an idea of what's coming, because we will have access to the new catalog. So, and the celebration and all that good stuff. So, be looking forward to that. All right. So, now I feel like we can put it on the card. We're not done at all, but let's get this put in here. I am not going to add a lining behind this. I kind of like just the clean white look of it, and we'll just glue this in. Joe, it is Tuesday. Are you talking about, oh, Tuesday's the catalog, yeah. And my bingo is Tuesday night. And so, yeah, Tuesday we get to see the catalog. And the celebration. So it'll be available for us to see as demonstrators. And then you're welcome. So I can't wait to start, you know, to be able to pre-order those items. Obviously, if you'd like to pre-order and be a part of that, you could join my team, and then you can get free access to the new catalog and celebration, and be able to, when we also get celebration, we're able to purchase and earn the free items. So don't think demonstrators don't get those perks. We definitely do. This has a bit of stuff on the front, so I want to make sure I add a lot of dimensionals on here, and I am not one to add a bunch of dimensionals, but because this one has kind of some layers of stuff on here, I am going to add more than I normally do. Alright, so, and then we are still not done. But the sparkle from the metallic is so pretty. I'm surprised, I haven't checked, but I'm surprised that that hasn't sold out or been a crazy item everybody wants, because it is beautiful. Oops, that was way too far over. Alright, let's do this again. Okay. Alright, so there is our piece, and we still have some pieces here, so I'm going to take these and put them in here, and I will eventually put a little pouch in here because I have these extras too, and put them in a little pouch and keep them in there. Okay, so the next thing what I'm going to do is I told you this before, right, Linda? If you're a demonstrator, Stampin' Up! Will send the mini catalog and the catalog, the mini catalog and celebration catalog to you. Bonnie, yes, there are two now. Linda, correct. You get a 20%, starting at 20%. You can build your business up and get a higher discount. And so, yes, you would get a discount. And a lot of people ask, you know, they don't want to do a business, they don't want to do videos, they don't want to do classes. You do not have to do that. You can just order just like you are now, get a discount, and save, and get early access to everything. Okay, so these are my old pearls. These pearls are the same size as the pearls on here. They used to have this itty teeny tiny bitty piece right here, which I like, but we don't have those anymore, but I still have a bunch of these. And so we are going to use these over here, and what I like to use them for is we are going to use 3 of them. These are attached, okay, by glue. So kind of like by your, you know, your glue dots. See how they're just attached? And so I'm going to use them here. Now these are the old ones, they're not attached anymore, but it's easy enough to just take 2 small pearls and put them together, right? So I'm going to do a 2, and I'm going to do a 2. Well, those are kind of far apart. I'll do these 2. Oh no, those are cut. I'm going to do these 2 because they're close together. All right. So we're going to take these and add them right here. There's a lot of pearls on here, but that's what I wanted. I like pearls, especially when I'm doing like just soft cards. I think pearls are just so pretty. Thank you, Patty. All right, so we're going to add that. Uh-oh, I lost a pearl. This pearl fell off. Okay. Make sure that's straight. All right, so this one seems, it's on there, but no, it's on there. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these because I'm going to use this one up. I've cut these 2 first rows, and I'm going to cut a few more because I definitely am going to be using a lot of pearls. All right, so we're going to just grab them. We're just going to add one on the little flowers. And just keep adding however many you want. I thought one was enough. Now I started out doing not as many pearls, but then I felt like the flowers were bare. And so I wanted more. Yeah, the savings are perfect, you guys. I mean, it's so funny because you'll get customers that will put in an order of $300. I mean, I had multiple people last month because I had the machine available for a price. And and if you only pay $99, you get $125 in product. And then you get early access to everything, you get a discount. Now, some people are like, I don't want it as a business, or I'm worried about taxes. I believe it's like $5,000 you have to have in sales before it's considered a business. Now, if you're purchasing the items and you purchase them as a demonstrator, to me, that's not sales, that's business expense. Right? If you ended up spending more than $5,000. But I am not a tax person, but that's how I would do it. I would say that's my business expense. I'm doing videos, I'm sharing my product with friends, this and that. So I'm not selling it. Did you get a new catalog? Yeah, the new catalog is not available yet. Oh, okay, so some people went to earned the trip, and if they earned the trip, they got the catalog already. So there may be some people that you might see that have the catalog, and that is another perk. If there's certain things that you do that you earn, and as part of that prize, they gave the new catalog out and even some product to some of the demonstrators, and that was because they earned that. And so that was one of their perks. I've seen some of it and I'm loving everything I've seen so far. I'll just say, if you like black and white, there's something in there that's black and white and it's not paper, and it's so pretty. What other tip can I give you? If you like animals, okay, I can't give you any more. So, but the new catalog's really cute. Just on the items I've seen so far. So I hope you guys like the card. It's just super sweet. It's a lot easier than you think. Really, we stamped the sentiment and a couple little flower images on the sentiment that's super light on there, just kind of as a like a filler, like to save the space. You don't want a big old white sentiment on there. So I wanted to add a little bit of color. And then of course, let me see if you can see this a little better. Okay, this is the one we did today. So I did add these a little darker in some spots. I did add the leaves here a little darker. I added a little bit of darker green. And even the pale papaya I did a little darker. But it's still so soft. And I'm telling you that this metallic paper just adds so much to it. And I loved layering up these little butterflies. I had not done that before. And so I thought that was really fun to do. And of course the DSP. But who doesn't love this Stitched Greenery? If you don't have this, I highly recommend it. Okay, so I'm going to show you my cards for my upcoming class. It will be an online class. And I will have more details posted soon. But I will show you the projects. They look difficult, but they are not. The sentiments can be changed out. We're going to be using the Art in Bloom. So this is the bundle we're going to be using. I would love it if you purchase it through me. If you do purchase this through me, you will get your kits for free for the class, okay? So if you purchase this through me, the kits will be free. It will be this and the crinkle, this. You're going to need the crinkle seam binding ribbon. So these are the 3 things you would need to buy, and the kits will be free. And so let me show you the cards. The sentiments, you can choose what you want, but I will be sending you all of the paper for this. So these will be the cards that we'll be creating. Okay, so I'm going to figure out the price and get all the details. It will be under my blog, under events, so look for that. It's going to be a really fun class. I love this sentiment. Now this is optional. You can choose another sentiment that's smaller or whatever. I did not die cut this out of this piece. It's just another piece that I stamped on. So if you want to do the die cut and pop it up as a sentiment, you definitely can. But this one is from the best chapter. So I'll list optional items for you of what I'm going to be using in this class. And we're going to do some different techniques with the flowers and the dies on there. So this gives a little bit of a better idea. Okay, so we have some different ideas and options on here, but this will be a class I will be doing, and it will be an online class. So if you're interested, let me know. It will be on my blog, and it'll be under events and classes, and hopefully by the end of the night, I'll have that up, and we'll get that going. So again, everybody, my bingo is this Tuesday. I'm super excited about it. I've got 4 bundles I'm going to give away. Yes, Joe, I'm going to send out the bees. So those are cute. You don't have to buy them. If you have them, that's great, but I will send those with your kit also. So the bingo is going to be 4 kits, or 4 bundles I'm giving away. We're going to do 4 projects, 2 fancy fold, another really nice, clean, elegant card, and then a 3D project with some technique. It's going to be a lot of fun. Once the video's over, the bingo, everybody wins, everything's done, and I'm going to do some door prizes and different things. And then what we're going to do is I will package up kits and prizes and ship them out to the winners and to everybody that registered. So make sure you register, go over to my blog, and that is also under events and classes. Now the drop down box here shows it's from the shop, and that's just showing you that you can go into where it says bingo and you can pay for it there, but you must register, which is under events and classes. I just scheduled these new menus, and so hopefully they're all ready to go. It does say coming soon because that was the picture I took. The stamp sets are coming soon. There's still some, I need to verify that those are current or not current, and because there's some that are leaving but not gone yet. So, and I have more to add. So that's kind of why that's just kind of hanging out there. And that is about it, other than Paper Pumpkin. We have a really cute one coming up. The adventure begins. I'm starting to camp a lot. I think this is super cute. It looks like the card bases have circles in them already. And then it looks like we're going to be able to pop the trees up and things in there. There's a lantern. The trees that you see on the box look different than the trees that you see on the card. So I'm thinking the ones on the box could be the ones we stamp, or maybe the other ones are the ones we stamp, and some are the little ones that we poke out. So that's really cute. I know, Joe, isn't that cute? I think it'll be cute to like send a card to somebody that says, hey, let's get away for a weekend or something and invite somebody to come with us. We've had my daughter, my son-in-law, and my granddaughter just come with us, but we've also taken friends with us and had a really good time. So I think that set's going to be super cute for that. Or it's going to make a great masculine card for somebody that likes camping, and we could add fishes to it or do like a little fishing scene or something like that. So that'll be a lot of fun. All right, everybody. Well, I get to go out in the heat and return a shirt for my husband. We did some shopping yesterday. My daughter bought my husband an outfit, and the shirt it fits perfect, but he wants it a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go exchange it. So, and then I'm coming back to prep for bingo. So if you have any questions about it, I would love to hear from you and answer any questions for you. It's going to be super simple and a lot of fun. And we're going to try to make it at a fast pace because I do have 4 cards, but you know, my cards, they're not super simple. So you're going to get a lot of detail and a lot of product for your kits in this class. So, all right, everybody, have a great rest of your day. Thank you for being patient for me not being here on Tuesday. And I didn't even record a video because I was super busy, but I had a blast with my granddaughter, and I'm sad that my daughter, my granddaughter, and son-in-law went home already. But now I'm going to put my house back together and get ready for bingo. All right, everybody, have a fantastic rest of your day. Happy Father's Day. Moms are dads too sometimes. We pitch in and do a lot, so relax and enjoy your day also. Bye, everybody. See you on Tuesday. Oh, Tuesday, I will not have a daytime video, okay? My video will be at 5:30. It will be open to everybody, so if you want to watch, you sure can. You will just not receive the kit, and if you're not registered, you will not win prizes. So please remember that. All right. See you on Tuesday. Bye, everybody.